Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
What's up, guys? Back from the Moto camping trip along the Arizona BDR to the Grand Canyon. Got my bike cleaned up, got the bags off. Thought I'd do a real quick video to show a follow-up to my budget Moto camping setup. This is the harness that runs underneath the bags over the top of the rack. You might say you don't need that with the rack on there, but this gives so many more anchor points and makes the bags have something to ride on. Additionally, that top bag fits perfectly up here. So yeah, I really like that. That's like 20 bucks. Got the bike all cleaned up. Hopefully you guys take care of your bikes like this and make them as clean and lubricated for the next ride as possible. So yeah, and then each one of these bags is about $20 as well. Or maybe these are like 25, 30. That one's 20. So I just thought I'd do a real quick breakdown. See, this is how they come. And then they have these 4 straps that go onto the harness. And you can tighten them down like that. Each one of them is a roll top. So it does have a zip out liner on the inside that you can zip out and take out and clean. The exterior is pretty rugged. I've had the bike down, drug on side hills with rocks, and have yet to tear through these. So let's just do a real quick breakdown of what I'm carrying. Not make it a drawn out video, but just show you how easy it is. Okay, so I carry a Camelback that has a 3.5 liter in here. This carries most of my snacks, some of my tools, my water, mostly what I want to get to right away. Then I carry the 2, I think they're 20 liters, maybe they're 25 liters, and then a 15 liter rear bag. So it's plenty of space, but it's nice and tight on the bike if you saw those videos. And then I carry a little barrel bag on my handlebars. I don't like having those tank bags. They always seem to hit you in the junk, and I don't like that. So I like the barrel bag. So let's just go through real quick. I guess real quick, in here I carry my GoPro, my charging stuff, all my cables, you know, microfiber cloth, a lighter, really bright flashlight, and then all my GoPro batteries and other earplugs, that kind of stuff. Then in next bag, this is the majority of my camping gear. So I got a nice cup for my coffee in the morning. Need to have wipes, obviously. And then a big old pad to sleep on. No pump needed. It's got a little foot foam or foam thing that you push down a bunch of times and it pumps itself up. I carry a tent, just a real easy tent with one main tent pole, and then I use my sleeping bag. Don't want to put it in a separate compression sack, just want to put it in there to kind of pack around and everything, and a can of soup. And that is my sleeping stuff. Then, in the second bag, this is my food and my extra clothes. So, rain gear, some frog togs, a decommissioned kid's lunchbox, which I'll go real quick. Always gotta have coffee. Always gotta have your titanium spork. Some Mountain House. Some stuff to clean up your stuff with. Some fire starting stuff. Then a nice puffy jacket, because it always gets cool even in the summer at nighttime. The jet boil, this is necessity. Cook anything with this. Boil water, make coffee. It's a French press as well. Invest in a jet boil. Microfiber towel. Didn't use this, but a net for dirty clothes. A sleeping bag liner in case it gets a little cooler. A pillow. A bug net. And some dirty clothes. You don't need to bring a lot. A couple shirts, a couple pairs of underwear, extra pair of socks, and you're good to go. The back bag here, I'm not going to bore you. Tools and my pair of shoes. Some bug spray. Another light. Headlamp. Whew, it's hot here right now. A bit stifling in the garage wearing a helmet. So, yeah, that's my moto camping gear. Now, if I was to do something a little more mountainous, like going to Idaho, this was the optional stuff that I would also bring. Please excuse the mess here. Recovery gear, in case you got to get your bike off the side of a hill by yourself. You can winch it up by using a couple of different pulleys. You can really multiply your pulling force, if you know anything about that. My helmet light for night riding. If I was to do more, if I knew I was going to do night riding, I would bring that. An extra lever, a big power bank. I was just able to charge everything off the bike, but if I was to go more than a couple of days, I would definitely bring that with me as well. And then, gotta have a GPS of some sort. So, my tried and true is the Trail Tech Voyager Pro. Love these things. And then extra tubes and tools are on the bike and in some pouches in there, as well as in my Camelback. Ooh, most critical thing is a spot right now, unless you have the mobile Starlink or something to that effect. Yes, all of our phones have SOS now, but that is not as convenient as using a spot. And then my wife can also track me using that spot. So yeah, the bike is the necessity. Kind of a entry level moto camping setup, but I cannot justify spending $600 to $1,000 on just the bags themselves when you can go out and for $100 have something that works really, really well. Just doesn't compute to me. So that's why I like the Cove, because it's budget, but it performs. That's what I'm all about. If it's junk, I don't want anything to do with it. So, alright guys, hope that's informational to you. Maybe it'll motivate some of you to actually go out and moto camp and know that you don't have to go spend thousands of dollars on the Moscow Moto and all the nice climb gear and the KTM. You can go out there. Yes, this is an investment, but my investment is paying for itself, where other people are, dealing with issues with their KTMs at the moment. And then they have these really expensive bags and all this gear that they've put into, and they're not even using it. I'm out here using it, and it's working. So thanks for watching, guys. I guess the last thing I forgot to mention is you always got to have a silky saw with you. I've been on instances in Colorado where trees were blocking the path, so the silky is necessity. Also, this is a luxury, but if you're out on the bike for a long day, you need a camping chair. There's no way around it. Some people say, oh, I don't need something to sit on, but it sucks to sit on the ground, and this is easy to just throw on the back of the bike in a netting type of old school. You can just slip. And plus, anytime you're packing out gear or trash and whatnot, you got to have something to be able to just stuff stuff underneath. These things are awesome. Old school, but nothing replaces a good old cargo net. And as I'm doing this, I keep on thinking about other things that were not in my bag that I strapped to the back. And this is just a thermos. I put ice in here. Nothing like getting to camp at the end of the day and have an ice cold drink with ice in it for multiple days, even in 100-degree weather. And then lastly is just protection while you're out. I have been running these JM Tactical magnetic holsters for 10 years now, and I don't see people talk about these too often, but these things are amazing. This thing is like my catcher's glove that I will wear forever, and it'll outlast me. It is completely formed. I've ridden tens of thousands of miles with this harness and have never lost the piece. Stays secure. JM4 Tactical. They have them for all different makes and models, so you got to think about the legality, obviously, of firearms and where you're carrying. For instance, the Arizona BDR has a lot of Indian reservation that you can get onto real easy, and carrying a firearm on the res is a big no-no. So, stuff to think about. Fantastic this morning. There's usually more than one black buckhead sand. just think that it's better that we stop here than get into camp at dark, cold, wet. So I guess we'll see the Grand Canyon during the day.